In a valley tucked between sleepy green hills, there was a place called Elmsreach. The air there smelled sweet, like damp earth and clover. A little river, clear as glass, wound its way through the fields. In this quiet place lived a farmer named Thomas. He was not a tall man or a loud man. His hands were calloused from his work, and his face was kind, creased with smile lines around his eyes. He lived in a small cottage with a thatched roof and a garden that overflowed with flowers and vegetables. Thomas didn't have much gold or silver, but he had something much more valuable. He had a good heart. Thomas loved his work. He woke with the sun each morning, feeling the cool dew on his bare feet as he walked out to his fields. He talked to his crops, whispering words of encouragement to the tiny green shoots pushing up from the soil. He knew the secrets of the land. He knew which fields needed rest and which were ready to give their bounty. The people of Elmsreach respected him for his skill, but they loved him for his spirit. He saw the world not as a place of scarcity, but as a place of shared abundance, where every sunrise was a new promise. He lived a simple life, finding joy in small things. The song of a robin in the morning was music to his ears. The taste of a sun-warmed tomato from his own garden was a feast. He believed that happiness was not something you chased, but something you grew right where you were planted. His cottage door was always open, a silent invitation to anyone who might need a moment of peace or a friendly ear. He never thought of himself as special. He was just Thomas, a man who belonged to the earth, and who felt a gentle connection to every living thing around him. The Valley of Elmsreach was a community, a patchwork of families and farms, and Thomas was the thread that seemed to hold it all together, though he would never have said so himself. He saw his neighbors not just as people who lived nearby, but as part of his own extended family. Their worries were his worries, and their joys were his joys. He believed that everyone had a light inside them, and his purpose was simply to help that light shine a little brighter whenever he could. His own light shone with a steady, quiet warmth, like a candle in a window on a dark night, guiding people home. Thomas's kindness wasn't a grand gesture, it was a collection of small, everyday acts that stitched the community closer together. If a storm blew through the valley and tore a hole in a neighbor's roof, Thomas would be the first one there, hammer in hand, his pockets full of nails. He would climb up onto the shingles without being asked, his movements sure and steady. He didn't do it for thanks or for payment. He did it because a neighbor needed shelter, and he had the skill to help. He believed that helping was as natural as breathing, a simple part of being alive. He was a mender of more than just roofs. When old widow Alara's fence broke, letting her chickens wander into the lane, Tomas spent a whole afternoon fixing it.